So seventh grade Jack is now 15. He makes a foolish mistake. So he's almost 16. And he gets in the car in the middle of the night, right at the beginning of COVID, with a bunch of kids. They're in an SUV, and 2 blocks from his house, a girl without a driver's license or just a permit, which doesn't matter because you're not supposed to drive in the middle of the night. She flips the car and Jack flips out and dies.
Oh my gosh.
And not just one of my students, a student that was sunny, optimistic, went for the hurting kid. It was popular, was smart, savvy, athletic, handsome. People gravitated toward him because he had such a easygoing vibe that he wasn't wanting to be popular. He was popular. He wanted to look for the hurting student.
Yeah.
And I love that about him. So at his candlelight, his beautiful mom, Jo, she said, keep my Jackie's memory alive. And I understood because that's what I did with Bart. I need to keep his memory alive. I need to talk about him. I need you to know Bart. Bart's still cheering for me from heaven. There's my sister. And I thought to myself, as I'm writing this book, I thought, I'm going to write about Jack and I'm going to write him into a scene. And Jack steals the scene because Jack stole every scene he was in because he was so beloved and full of optimism and energy. And I felt like no rush of pleasure I think I can even verbalize at keeping his memory alive.
And, now I got to interject because you've given me permission. I started the podcast because of losing my son, Sean, at 17, who sounds just like Jack. That kid that was gorgeous and funny, but didn't want to be popular, just was because of the person he was. Yeah.
Yes.
And then they die. And it just hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. And I would always mention Sean in my podcasts. And then I realized, I don't want to take the attention away from the story of the person who I'm interviewing, but I just want to take a minute and honor Sean as well, because I think you could appreciate that. Right, Susie?
Oh, I am so grateful you did. And here's my vision right now. We have Sean, we have Jack, and we have Bart. And they're up in heaven. And Jack has taught them all to surf, or maybe Sean knew how to surf because Jack was a surfer. And they are surfing the crystal sea. And they are so happy. And they're cheering from above that we're making their life count.